Hello everyone. Some folks had some questions about the travel router when I posted about it the other day. This is not a professional video. I'm just making it on my phone. Anyhow, I thought I'd show you what I do. Because to be honest, this company's instructions that they have printed or even online are awful. The YouTube videos people have made, really not that instructive, and some of them are kind of old and don't really work anymore. But this is how it works for me. If you try one, don't be frustrated the first few times. I almost threw the whole thing away. A techie friend of mine sat with me for a second and I went, okay, I kind of get it now. So if you get really frustrated, maybe find a techie friend or something like, or reach out to someone. Anyhow, this is my little travel router. It's a GL.iNet. I bought it on Amazon. This is I think an older model. They have a newer one, but it works fine. I think it cost me $70 or $80, something like that. It comes with a charger, though you can use any USB cord. It even charges off of a power bank, runs off a power bank. It draws so little power. I bought a little carrying case for it to keep it all together. I also carry my Roku stick and cord in here. It came with a little Ethernet cord, though I have found that most of the Ethernet ports in hotels don't seem to work, or they don't want to connect. And then of course, if I'm in somebody's homes, I don't want to go to their internet tower and hook into their Ethernet cord or something, but the Wi-Fi seems to work fine. This can even connect to your own Starlink if you have it, or to your phone for internet, right, to draw data. There's ways to do that. The information you need, once you get it plugged in and turned on, the little light will blink. Once it's steady, then it's up and powering. Is all down here on the bottom. I don't want to scan in too close, including its number and its password. There's a QR code that you scan it for the setup the first time. I will tell you the setup the first time works just fine. It's after you get it kind of set up that sometimes it becomes an issue. So where I got trapped, so the setup, just follow what it says. It works. You can name it. My lack of a YouTube channel, but my YouTube name, my Instagram name is Travels with Llama, because I have a stuffed llama. He's around here somewhere that shows up in a lot of my pictures. So that's what I named my travel router. For those of you who had questions, what it means now is that anytime I go into a hotel, someone's home, an Airbnb, anything like that, I connect this sucker to that Wi-Fi. Then my computer, all our phones, our Roku stick, all already has the Llama travel router on there, and they just instantly connect to that once it's set up. That's the nice part about it. You don't have to have all your devices. For hotels, it looks like only one device is hooked up to their internet, and I have found that it makes it work a little faster, right? Because sometimes hotel internet can be kind of weak. They want you to pay for the premium because you're only connecting technically one device to it. So here is where I got hung up. I'm going to zoom in on my computer here. Let me find my mouse. There it is. All right, let me go in. What you've got to do, of course, when you boot up your computer, it will show that you have no internet, right? And when you click on, you'll see your different options. I have a PC, not a Mac. If you have a Mac, more power to you. What you will do, this will say unconnected, then it will connect no internet. You need to connect to this, okay? Click and connect to this, connected, no internet. Not to Hilton, not to IHG, not to your, your home Wi-Fi, whatever it is that you're connecting to. Connect to this. It'll say connected, no internet, okay? Then go down and open up a browser. Okay. This was the other big sticking point where I almost threw the whole sucker away. Let me scroll back out here. All right, y'all get to see all my stupid emails because I never delete anything. Okay. Then I bookmarked the admin panel for it. If you just type in the web address, it never seems to work. This is the address that you want it to have in the address bar, okay? If you go to their homepage and click on something using the other Wi-Fi, but none of that works. It will just roll and roll and roll, and it won't work. So you want to type this in. It should take you then to your admin password. The admin password is found on the bottom of your little device. You can change it in the initial setup, which I said their instructions work pretty well. That far I got. Then I could never get back in. Or you follow this, what I'm showing you, if their instructions don't seem to work. I just left the admin password the same. I guess I shouldn't tell you that because I would probably forget what I changed the admin password to. Once you put in the admin password, it's going to take you to a panel. Let me pause for a second and get into my admin. Okay, we're back. Looks like I have a little upgrade. I will do that later. You will then come up with all the options on your admin panel. On the initial setup, that's where you can name your Wi-Fi. You'll set that up. It'll walk you through doing all of that. Once you've done all of that, and then you're in. After it's all set up and you're in, you will then connect to whatever Wi-Fi. We're in a Hilton right now. So when I came in, it's at a Hilton. Since it's one of those where you have to type in your last name and your room number, they've actually advanced it. This has been an update that there's a little pop in here. It clicks you in and you go in and it's their regular login screen. It'll pop you out to another Chrome page and you can log in. If you're in a home with a Wi-Fi, it will have a place to connect to that Wi-Fi and put in the password just like you would anywhere else. This is where you can connect to an Ethernet. Again, I've had zero success in doing that in a hotel. You can tether it. You can also use your cellular data if you wanted to share that. You were out somewhere, that's what you're using. If you have Starlink, that would be probably the option that's up here for your Wi-Fi. Some of the things people had questions, does it include a VPN? There is a VPN. I've already paid for one, so I use my VPN, but it does have an open client VPN that's there for you. There's some other services. I haven't investigated too far. There's, of course, additional things. There's parental controls that you can set up. There's all kinds of options you can do. I've used it just for the basic wireless router that has made it easier for us to set up all of our devices with just setting up one. You can also do all this off of your cell phone, which if you watch some of the old YouTube videos, it says that you can't do that, that you need a laptop. All you do, again, is select your router when you select Wi-Fi, not the whatever Wi-Fi you're in, right, off your cellular. So you select that one. Again, it'll say connected, no internet. Then you open up a Chrome browser or whatever it is if you have an iPhone. I use Chrome because I'm on a Pixel. And I go to desktop version, which gives me the option of all my bookmarks. I've bookmarked the admin panel. Get in like normal. Technically, they have an app in the App Store. I have found it to be crap. Sorry. Maybe some of y'all can get it to work. I can't seem to get their app, so I just do it old school off of the Chrome browser and do it that way. And it connects just fine, so I don't have to pull out my laptop to get it all set up right now. I hope this helps, and I know some of y'all are interested in checking this out. I'm not an expert, but it seems to be working real well for us.